Oh well, unlucky.
Spring 1974 and rural Vallentuna in southeastern Sweden turns into ground zero for one of the country's strangest mysteries. For 40 days, glowing lights, bizarre crafts, and beams straight out of a sci-fi horror fill the skies. Farmers, builders, and even the military are left stunned. Especially two eerie nights set the stage. A mother driving her kids is dogged by an oval craft that lights up the sky like it is noon. And the very night before, a janitor blacks out after a strange light knocks him to the ground, waking up miles away with burns and no memory of how he got there. 76 reports later, Sweden's top ufologists were left scrambling for answers. Answers they would chase for decades. The question still lingers. What really happened in Vallentuna?
In Vallentuna. The real Zerdome, FG, Inferno, Muller Z, and Frosty. Thank you, boys and girls. Welcome back. What year did they say this was?
This episode was made possible thanks to the investigative work of UFO Sweden and ufologists like Håkan Blomqvist and Claes Svahn, who conducted multiple visits and interviews over the years and decades that followed. We will leave a link in the description to Svan's comprehensive article about the
74.
incident. While the exact number of unusual sightings remains uncertain, official records include 76 reports from 31 individuals. Witnesses described a range of extraordinary events. A farmer in Vaxtuna saw an orange sphere emitting beams of light, one of which reportedly struck him. In Ormstad, a
struck by light,
observed a sphere moving northward in a jerky, erratic motion. At Granby Farm, several luminous objects were seen crossing the sky. Sightings continued well into the spring, providing countless accounts of unexplained lights and phenomena. Two particularly notable incidents sparked widespread attention, the first beginning on the evening of March 23, 1974. That evening, Hillevi Andersson was at home in Vallentuna with her 3 children, Cecilia, Elizabeth, and Robert. Just days earlier, she had celebrated her 36th birthday. She had planned to host friends that night, but their visit was canceled. At 7:30 p.m., Hillevi decided to call her parents, Svea and Hildur, who lived in Orkesta, about a 13-minute drive away. When her call wouldn't connect, Hillevi grew uneasy. It was unusual not to be able to reach them, and the failure left her concerned. She was used to knowing where they were and being able to get in touch when she needed to. Unable to shake her worry, she decided to visit them in person. She loaded her children into the car and started the short drive to her parents' desolate countryside home. What started as a simple trip would quickly turn into an evening none of them would ever forget. The drive to her parents' house took less than 15 minutes. Hillevi navigated smaller roads, passing through Lindholmen and fields west of Orkesta. Soon she noticed something unusual in the eastern sky. It was a large, steady light, and I thought, what is that? It seemed to follow the car, staying to our right as we drove. It wasn't very dramatic, just strange, she later recalled. The light remained visible until they approached the Orkesta sports field, where it suddenly shrank to the size of an orange and shot straight up into the sky. They tried to brush it off, thinking it was just a planet, a bright star, or maybe even a helicopter far away. But the odd light lingered in Hillevi's mind as she pulled into her parents' driveway. Her father, Hildur, greeted them on the porch, visibly annoyed. He complained that the telephone wasn't working and that the television, which was relatively new, was malfunctioning, with excessive flickering on the screen. With only 2 TV channels in Sweden at the time, watching the evening programs was a highly cherished nightly ritual.
Classic.
Pradės rinkti žmonės. Im šokoladą, imi šokoladą. Atsargiai tik neišsitepk. Gerai, dabar netrink.
Ištryniau.
Tiesiog dabar nejudėk, sustok. Ir dabar pabandyk nueiti į vonę, nusiplauti.
Gerai, nusiplausiu.
Ką tu svaigsti?
Nežinau, kas įvyko, Viktorai.
Kaip tu sugebėjai?
Nežinau, neįsivaizduoju. Baig bandyt išlaižyt gal. Padėk, Viktorai. Dviesi greičiau išlaižysim, tuoj balius.
Čia vieninteliai marškiniai mano yra. Aš jo savaitę po knygom laikiau, kad išsilygintų. Ne, nelies.
Gerai, viskas neliečia tikrai.
Kodėl tu valiuoji? Čia su ugnim tik tai šitas veikia.
Ai, nu jo. Ką tu ten darai?
Aš sugalvojau, kaip panaikinti dėmę.
Nu, Viktorai! Ne, nebekirp! Gerai, žiūrėk, aš paskambinsiu broliui savo, jis mano dydžio rūbus turi, gal ir tavo turės kažką. Gerai, tuoj, gal čia viską išspręsim, tuoj balius prasideda. Labas.
Čia ne brolis, čia šokoladas.
Lauri, per kur tu skambini? Ką? Ką darom, aš nežinau. Nebėra, Marijano, aš nežinau.
Jūs neatsikratysit manęs taip lengvai.
Gerai. Neįsijungia garsas. Reikia iš rozetės užtrauk laidą.
Ištrauk.
Ką? Bet aš čia kroviu telefoną.
Ai, nu tai pas mane jau 98%.
Pažiūrėk.
We don't understand.